Welcome all. So I'm starting the readings for the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. It's going to be a very, very intense few days around that. Maybe some of you feel it already. Then there are a few planets right now in retrograde, so there's going to be a lot of like ups and downs, right? So yep, I feel it. I feel it also because this is going to be my last reading here in Israel. I'm going to go back to Europe next week on the 3rd. That's why I'm doing these reading a little earlier, but of course I will post them like 2 days before the full moon. So, and I feel it, I really feel it, because I'm packing and I'm moving, and I'm not like moving forever, but it's like each time when I leave I feel. And this time I'm leaving and I don't know what's gonna be out there, really, like on the airport and with all the constrictions. And, you know, I'm just gonna be accepting what is, right? I'm just gonna be in my center, and that's really what we want to become, centered. Because this eclipse in Sagittarius is creating an honest world. This is where we look at how can we find the truth. Now the truth has many facets, has many way of looking at it, right? Depending of, I'm sitting here and I see like a 6 drawn here, and you sit there and you see a 9. So you say it's a 9, and I say no, it's a 6, and no, you say it's a 9, and it's both are right? If there is right and wrong, there's never really right and wrong. There's just this moment. And Sagittarius is a very angelic kind of figure in the traditional tarot deck. I'm gonna see if I find the Sagittarius right now. Is that, yeah, here. Is that guardian angel that we actually have over us, and it means temperance, right? So this is the classical picture of Sagittarius, temperance. And as you can see, he has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth, meaning he is balancing between these dualities. Now what's going to happen is that we are finding a minimalistic lifestyle appealing again, like we downsizing. And this is what I feel right now, packing. I'm looking at all these things that I have, and I'm like, do I really need this? No. Does this feel like quality? No. Does this feel like a person made it and was enjoying making it? No. So I get rid of it, right? So right now, while I'm packing, I'm looking at my things, and I'm like noticing, I'm like, I don't, no, yes, okay, no. So I'm noticing this is like what's coming up. Like I'm going deeper. I'm already buying organic, fair trade. I really looking at everything that I do right now in the most honest eyes, right? My eyes are like literally looking at everything like, okay, what was happening here where it was made? I'm not just like, oh, it's a product, and oh yeah, I buy it, right? So just so that you know what's gonna come up to you, right? We're reducing stuff, right? And I saw this quote, or saw this like video, and he said, if the industry is collapsing within these 8 weeks, then we really only must have bought garbage, right? For something to fall apart, like we all of a sudden become like aware of like what's necessary to me. What do I really need? Do I need 20 pair of shoes? No, I need one good pair of shoe that I can walk in, maybe one with a heel that's classic that I can wear to every outfit, right? A sandal, a sneaker, and a boot, right, for the winter. And it's like I kind of like trying to do the number 10, because of the 10 cards, right, that we have as like that 1 to 10 life like cycle, and try to have like 10 shoes, 10 pants, 10 t-shirts, 10 jackets, 10 bags, like just minimalize, right? So just to give you an idea a little bit what's happening. So this is my picture for the Sagittarius. It's the forward bend. It's like coming into the absolute union of you connecting the lower self with the higher self, right? And also one foot in water, one foot on the ground. But here it's like I'm connected to this lotus that rises through the muck, rises through the subconscious into the light, right? I'm not finished yet with the picture. I'm like still working on some details, but when I take the picture for the video, it will be done, right? But so right now you get the idea of, this is for me the Temperance card, right? And also like connecting it to a yoga pose, right? So this is your own guardian angel, like when you go deep within and realize what is really going on, right? And you breathe here in this like sometimes even difficult pose for some people. The hamstrings are not open yet, and it's like there's a lot going on, right? So yeah, so that's the pose for me for this eclipse, right? And I decided to do the reading a little bit different. I usually start with the sign that's happening, and right now I want to just see which one of the players are coming first, and this is how I'm going to do the reading, right? Putting it a little bit lower so you can see what's coming out. So I just want to like change it up a little, right? So it becomes also interesting for you, but also for me. I want to, since I just started this, right? I do reading for a long time, but on a public level, this is pretty new, right? So I hope you enjoy it. And I also want to thank all the subscribers that already subscribed to my channel. I think it's like now I'm 35 people. That's the number 8, infinity, right? Each time I'm like so loving it, and I am so grateful for the trust, right, that you're placing in me and subscribing, because I love it, right? So let's see, right, in the order. They're coming out. That's how I'm going to do the reading. Okay. Oops, there they come. Okay. All right, now I cannot shuffle with 2 cards. That's a little difficult, so I will put them one after the other. Boom, boom. There we go, right? So this is the order that I'm going to do the reading. So one more time, some of you ask me, what is this like? I'm not like, someone said like, okay, something weird with the court cards, like, and the sign, right? So when you see a reading from someone else, right, and let's say the Knight of Swords comes up, right, I will actually put it down below in the description. I will explain the dates in there so they stay there, so that you can always look when your court card comes up, or when a court card comes up from someone like, you know, coming into your life. So the Knight of Swords is actually from the 10th of May to the 9th of June, right? So if you're born there, that's your card, right? Which is completely different from then the major arcana. The major arcana is really the astrological zodiac sign date, right? From the time that it's being published everywhere, right? But the court card, they variate a little bit, because we have no pages in there. It's only the knight, the king, and the queen, right? Those are like the major characters divided in the time frame that I'm gonna post down below. Okay, good. So this is the reading that I'm gonna do, right? So I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. So a lot of action first, right? The Knight of Swords, a lot of knights. Actually, all the knights, they're like came together. Then the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, right? This is how I'm gonna do the reading. This is very interesting, right? So all the knights, all the messenger, right? So there is a big message coming to us, and I'm really looking forward to each of you, what the message is going to be on this like full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, right? For sure the angels are watching over us. For sure the angels are going to help us to go deeper and find a solution and find the light even through this darkness, right? This is what the lotus flower does. She is reaching up and she is finding the light no matter what. That's what plants do. All right? Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Cancer. This is your full moon eclipse reading in Sagittarius. Remember, Sagittarius again is the archer, is the guardian angel that is looking over us and helping us to become our best higher self. In the yoga pose, it's Paschimottanasana. It's the forward bend, is going deep down into the mud to find the light, so as nature does this so beautifully. Okay, and then we have you as the Queen of Cups, dear Cancer. If you are born between the 10th of June to the 12th of July, this is your card. Court card, okay? And in some, what's really beautiful, in some of the reading, the people came up again, because this is me just showing you the card, right? That this is who you are. But in some of the readings, the person came up again in the deck itself. So in yours as well, my dear Cancer. So I have this feeling that you also going to have quite a powerful full moon eclipse, because you coming from the King of Wands, which is August, Leo energy, and the King of Wands is a person that has a lot of fire and a lot of energy and a lot of action in him. So maybe there is someone that supports you, right? Cancer, you supported by a King of Wands. You have that in your life. You have that empowered personality in your life, that strong male. And what's in the center of your reading is the Two of Cups, right? So either you are with a soulmate that is in your life as the King of Wands, and it's very interesting because you also have the Emperor above you, which is also kind of Aries, the King of Wands. This is more Leo, right? This is not the Aries, but this is the King of Wands. It's actually the Leo connection. But here you have also a fire sign above you, so maybe that's the person that's connected with you as a soulmate. What's crossing this soulmate energy is the Chariot, which is you. Your card is the Chariot, right? So you here are definitely in a soulmate connection. And it makes you happy, right? And it came fast. It's this message, it's there. It's a clear message that this person is in your life, or is coming into your life, or already is in your life, right? And you messengers back and forth, you text each other, you give each other a lot of energy. Because 8 of Wands is fast energy, moving. In your near past is the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is that change that inevitably we have to live. Everything is an inhale, everything again has to exhale. So here you change something in your awareness, right? And it's the 2 and the 2 again next to each other with the Chariot over it. So you are connecting to the change. You are connecting to the duality. The 2s are about, they're connected with the High Priestess, right? And the 2 is like, when two things come together, then we have a choice. If there's only one, then that's it. There's no choice. But with 2, we have a choice. And you have the 2 horses within, right? The 2 making the decision very clearly, finding always the center. Now, like I said, above you, you have the Emperor, which is Aries. So maybe you have an Aries in your life, right? And here, this is actually Leo. Maybe you have an Aries, or maybe you create this energy of you becoming the King of Kings, becoming strong and empowered, right? And when you look at him, I mean, he sits in his Mars chair, right? And he's definitely the player, you know, he knows what to do. Now in your immediate futures, you have the 7 of Cups, which is illusion, right? Everything is illusion, and we do have to make a choice. And you kind of like, should I do this? Should I do this? What should I choose, right? So you are struggling with choosing your next steps, right? So the 5 of Wands, it's all about, you know, like competing. You're competing in this, like, okay, what else can I get? But remember, everything is just an illusion. So concentrate on this. Concentrate on your love that you have in your life, and concentrate on making the clear decisions, the strong decisions from your center. Allowing to be focused, right? You came up in your own reading. You go for it. You know your third eye. You know the Queen of Cups. She's the natural healer. She's a healer. She's like the woman that heals, and there's a success in it. So maybe that's where you're going for, right? And there is a healing also in touch. If you're not in a relationship, this is touching people with that magic. Very beautiful, short, quick, easy, like no fuss. There's two things a little bit that like, okay, the Seven of Cups, don't get lost in the illusionary world, right? And don't compete to find out which illusion you want next. They're all illusions, right? So release that. Okay. Oracle card for Cancer. Oops, these are too many. These are here, one in my lab. This is the one I take. Oops. The Sweat Lodge. Now, have you ever taken a sweat lodge? I have. This is the card, so let's read into it and then we will go a little bit and talk about sweat lodge. The essence. The sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. The invitation. This is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges and, without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. Right, so the Sweat Lodge is it's a very beautiful card, and I have done a Sweat Lodge, and you really do go deep into the womb, into this darkness. It's very empowering, right? So here next to the Emperor, like, allow not the Emperor to take over. Even an Emperor should go into a sweat lodge and allow himself not to be driven only by success or by doing something, right? He also needs to release himself down into the ground. So your communication, right? 54, it's the number 9. Is here with these twos, finding through the Sweat Lodge your center, your middle, and really allowing this relationship to not have anything interfering. Nothing, right? You are clear and strong. Through the Sweat Lodge, you're gonna get more into the fact that, yes, here, I'm gonna nurture this soulmate connection. Very beautiful. And also, you know, in the Sweat Lodge, of course, releasing these two, right? The 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is connected with you as the Chariot, right? So you have an emotional you can emotionally get disillusioned a little bit, right? So this is something that the sweat lodge can give you also a clear awareness of it. So you can also go into the sauna and sweat it out and notice what's happening, but it's not the same, right? The sauna, it's like, it's light, it's people that are kind of just going for the sauna, but I mean, you will do, right? But the sweat lodge, it's like, there's something raw about that. There's something deeply connected. You're in the woods, they build this whole dome, and you go inside and it's pitch dark, and you really doing the work. You really go and shed. So if you have the opportunity to sign up for a sweat lodge, or just check online, where is there a sweat lodge around me? Do it. It's mind altering. It's life changing, right? It's something that's called, right? The womb. Like, look at her, right? She is the water. She's that feminine aspect of it, right? So now we go deep into ourselves. So that's what you gotta do on this full moon eclipse, right? Go and shed. So you're ready for your guardian angel. You're ready for this, right? Doing the forward bends, going deeper, going further. Even sometimes everything seems quite good. We think like, all right, right? But it's inhale, exhale. It's constantly changing. Nothing stays ever the same. Thank you for watching, my dear Cancer. Namaste.